Okay, so there are a lot of people who realize they're stuck in the hundreds, okay, especially those type of 108, 105, and they are not improving. I'm here to share with you some of the tips that I got for myself. First of all, you need to do what you believe in. So there are a lot of people who are in the internet, especially those people who like to share your swings in group chats or social media. You get a lot of comments. Okay, those are all noises, and their form of argument will be like, oh, that's why you're like this because you're not listening. So those are the few things. If you believe in your swing, your strategy, go ahead, focus on it and refine on it. You don't need, confirmation from the internet or anywhere. Believe in your own game. Study the pattern. So how do you really improve? There are a few types. Some of them use the phone app, which I think in Singapore is fair rush for you to even use the phone app to pinpoint where you hit a ball. So the next thing you can get is actually a golf watch. It can be any golf watch, but that golf watch needs to have the projectile. So you need a projections of your golf ball, which club you use, which direction it goes. So that will really help you improve. A lot of people tell me they have very, very good strikes and they're not improving. They have good drive, they have good shots, but I never see their data before and they didn't really share with me. So if everything is good, what's wrong? They come to point down in putting. So let me ask you one thing. If you're hitting your golf ball so good that it land like maybe 2 foot, 2 foot. Okay, let's not be too much. 4 foot away from the pin. What's the odds of getting a two putt? Quite high, right? So they start to hit like 4 putts, 3 putts, 5 putts. And I realize most of them are at least like 20 feet away from the pin. So I wouldn't consider that as a good shot because it's not as close as to the pin. Okay, so most of them blame it to the putting. So if you actually went to study it, some is irons. So you got to admit, what went wrong and try to improve. So for me, my current issues are my irons. Definitely my irons. They are really still unstable. There are days that it works like charm, and there are days that it just doesn't work. So, but the good thing is that my irons, although they are not great, sometimes most of the time I'm hitting it straight. Occasionally, once in a blue moon, I get shanks. So maybe like 4 to 5 times in that round, or there are like 2 or 3 times on that whole round. So you need to really sit down, study what's the issues, and most of you, okay, including myself, I have the issues of judging how I shoot. So for example, when I look at 130 meter, I'll look at Sam Iron because that's what I always get. So most people, they don't know about carry, they just like distance. So if you're gonna hit it over island, okay, 130 meters, Sam Irons with a distance of 130 meters is not gonna get you into the green. You definitely need a 6 iron or a 5 iron or some hybrid. So definitely you need to know your distance is gonna be affected. You chunk it, you fat it, but you still want to achieve that ideal distance. So sit down, reflect on it, and don't really seek help from the internet. I think the best option is to check it out with your coach. Okay, if you don't really trust your coach, but you trust yourself, I would support that. Okay, because you are not your coach. Your coach is not you. They don't know how you feel. Like for example, oh, you should like tap this, but if you got a feeling that you're gonna tap the ball and it's gonna go in, why follow textbook example? You have to be unique. You're not a robot. Okay, so enjoy the game, study the game, and reduce the noise.